Now method 2. Method 1 has given the answer as 50 root 3. Let us see how beautifully we can solve the same question by using method 2, by using A and C way of solving. See here, sir. We don't even have to write all these things. By diagram itself, we can solve this question very fast. Quickly, I want to draft the diagram once again so that it will be very easy for you to understand. Now, this is the diagram. Let me draw it little bigger so that it will be easier for you to analyze. This is the triangle A, B and C, right? Now, this is 90 degrees. Initially, the angle of elevation was 30 degrees. And then moving forward for 100 meters towards the direction of the object, it became this is point D, for example. Angle of elevation became 60 degrees. There is all something which is already given in the question. I am just drafting it one more time. The distance between C and D is also given as 100 meters. Now they are asking you to find the height AB. Now see here, sir, no need of using any of these trigonometric ratios, two times and then creating two equations, solving those two equations, shifting here and there, taking LCM, cross multiplying. Nothing is required, sir. Simple common sense should give the answer so fast for you. Now see here, if I take this smaller triangle ABD, if I take the smaller triangle ABD, this is 90, this is 60. So this should be 30 degrees. I told you that if I assume the angle 30 degrees and if I assume the side of the angle 30 degree, opposite side of the angle 30 degree to be 1 unit, then the side opposite to 60 degrees will definitely be equal to root 3 unit. That means according to my assumption, I am assuming the side to be 1 unit. So therefore the side opposite to 60 degrees became root 3 unit. Similarly, that is for a smaller triangle. If I take bigger triangle ABC, if I take bigger triangle ABC, 30 degrees opposite, it should be 1 unit. Now, if this is 30, this is 90, this entire angle should be 60 degrees, right? This entire angle should be 60. Now, 30, 60, 90 degrees, the side ratio what we know is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. But opposite to 30, I am saying the ratio to be 1 unit. But for a bigger triangle ABC, opposite to 30 degrees, the side is already given in the question as, or the side is already mentioned as root 3. That means 1 should actually become root 3, multiply by root 3. This also multiply by root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 units. That means side opposite to 60 in the bigger triangle ABC should be how much? It should be 3 units. Opposite to 60, bigger triangle ABC, the side is BC. This entire thing is 3 units according to the ratio. This entire thing is 3. This BD is 1. That means the remaining should be 2 units, right? Remaining should be 2. According to the ratio, it is 2. But according to the question, it is 100. 2 into which number is 100? 2 into 50 is 100. This also multiply by 50. 1 also multiply by 50. Root 3 also multiply by 50. Height is nothing but 50 root 3. Common sense should give the answer fast rather than using all these stupid equation method. It is a one slide answer which gave me the answer so fast because I solved it using diagram itself by using a beautiful concept of ratio. I believe that the method 2 of A and C way of solving is much more convenient for you people, much more easier for you people compared to the method 1 what we have solved by using equations. Do not worry about this fact. I will teach you so many problems by using method 2 which will make your problem solving very simpler in my upcoming problems. Now let us move on to my next question. Let us move on to my 5th question of heights and distances, and we will try to solve it by using A and C method. First let us read the question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground is 30 degrees. That means there is a tower. This is the top of the tower. From a point on the ground, this is the ground. There is a point on the ground. The angle of elevation is 30 degrees. It is exactly similar to my previous question. For your better understanding, I am solving it once again. Now, see the next statement. On walking 40 meters towards the tower, from this point I kept on walking 40 meters. Towards the tower, I kept on walking 40 meters. The angle of elevation changes to 45 degrees. This angle of elevation now became 45 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Same logic, sir. It is exactly similar to my previous question. No change in the question. I am making use of the same methodology of ANC way of solving, which is my method to solve this question in the most easiest way possible. Now think little logically. If I take the smaller triangle A, B and D, if I take this triangle ABD, this is 90 degrees, this is 45. So this also should be 45. 45, 45, 90 means opposite to 45. If I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to this 45 also should be 1 unit. So I am taking it as 1 and 1. Let me use a different color so that it will be clear for you. I am taking it as 1 and 1. Similarly, if I take this bigger triangle ABC, ABC is, this is 30 degrees, this is 90 degrees. So this entire angle should be 60 degrees. 30, 60, 90 degrees. The ratio what we usually know for 30, 60, 90 is opposite to 30 is 1. Opposite to 60 is root 3. That means opposite to 30 according to the ratio should be 1. But here also it is 1 only. So no need of proportionating here. Here also it is 1. Opposite to 60 should be root 3. That means this entire value should be root 3 units. This entire value should be root 3. If this entire value of B and C is root 3 and BD is 1 unit, so DC will be how much? Out of root 3, take out that 1. You will get DC as root 3 minus 1. That means according to my assumption, DC value is root 3 by minus 1. According to my assumption, DC is root 3 minus 1. But according to the question, DC value is 40. DC value is 40. Similarly, according to my assumption, height is 1 unit. According to the question, how much they are asking. Simple common sense should give the answer. Root 3 minus 1 is becoming 1. That means divide by root 3 minus 1. Root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1 is 1 only, right, sir? 40 also divided by root 3 minus 1. So answer for this question is 40 divided by root 3 minus 1. But our usual convention of surds, which I taught you in surds and indices, is do not keep the surd in the denominator, rationalize it. Multiply by root 3 plus 1, divide by root 3 plus 1. Denominator is a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So root 3 whole square minus 1 square is 2. So it is 40 by 2 into root 3 plus 1. Final answer should be 20 into root 3 plus 1 should be the answer for this question. Very easy way of solving, sir. I am making the problem solving so simple for you by using this beautiful concept of sides ratio. Therefore, you don't need to apply any concept of tan 60, tan 30, tan 45, all those methods which usually you will use it, which usually you will make use of it in problem solving to solve this kind of problem. Proportionately, please find it, you will get the answer so easily. I hope the idea is very clear for you people. Another question for your better understanding, sir. Please see the question. From the top of a temple near a river, the angles of depression of both the banks of the river are 45 and 30 degrees. That means, first let us understand, there is a river, there is a temple like this. On the top of the temple near a river, there is a river which is closer to the temple. On the top of the temple near a river, the angles of depression of both the banks of the river. This is one of the bank of the river, this is another bank of the river. Now angles of depression, that means from this top I will put a horizontal line. They are 45 degrees. For one bank of the river, it is given as 45 degrees with respect to the horizontal plane or x-axis. For another bank of the river, it is given as 30 degrees, right? It is given as 30. That means actual way of representing is, that means for this particular line, from this horizontal line toward this line, it is 45 degrees. Because this particular thing is an alternate angle, this also will become 45. Similarly, for this line toward this axis, it is 30 degrees. So this is Z shape. Z is nothing but alternate angle. So this also will become 30 degrees. So if I name this by some letters, A, B, C and D. Now this is what it is given. If the height of the temple is 100 meters, it is given in the question that the height is 100 meters. It is given in the question, it is AB is 100. Find the width of the river. River is nothing but DC or CD. That value you need to find. Width of the river you need to find. Now see here, sir. Again I will apply method 1, I will apply method 2. Why am I using two methods? For you to realize method 1 is a lengthy method, method 2 will give the answer fast. Now this is 90 degrees, this is 90, this is 45. If I take the smaller triangle, in triangle ABD, smaller triangle ABD, angle is 45, tan 45 is opposite by adjacent. Opposite is nothing but AB. AB value is 100. Adjacent is nothing but BD. So tan 45 is nothing but 1. So AB is equal to BD. AB is equal to BD. AB value is given in the question as 100. So BD value is also 100. So I got one of the values from taking tangent of that angle. If I take another triangle, in triangle bigger triangle ABC, tan 30 degrees is the angle for bigger triangle, take the tangent of it. Tan 30 is nothing but opposite is again AB, adjacent is complete BC. BC is the total adjacent side. Tan 30 is nothing but, tan 30 is 1 by root 3, but AB value is known as 100. 100 divided by BC is equal to 1 by root 3. So BC value is nothing but 100 root 3, right? BC value is nothing but 100 root 3. That means can I say that from here I can mention as BD value is 100. This BD value is also 100. This BC entire thing is 100 root 3. That means from the entire value of 100 root 3, if I subtract this value of BD 100, if I remove that 100, then I will be getting the width of the river CD. So 100 root 3 minus 100 is the answer, or 100 times of root 3 minus 1 should be the answer for this question. But this is by using method 1. Method 1 is nothing but I used a method where I applied two trigonometric functions or trigonometric function 2 times for 2 different right angle triangles and kept on simplified it, and finally I got the answer. This is by using method 1. I hope method 1 is very clear for you people. Now please see method 2. Method 2 is nothing but ANC way of solving. Again and again I am stressing this point, sir. Method 2 does not require anything to be written. You can solve it so easily by diagram itself if the diagram is proper. Now let me draft the diagram, same diagram what I used in method 1 for you. This is ABC. This angle is nothing but 30 degrees. After what is given in the question, after angle of depression for another bank of the river is 45 degrees. This is also given, right? This value is also given as 45 degrees in the question. This is anyway 90 degrees by default. What else is given? Height is given in the question as 100 meter, right? Height is given in the question as 100 meter. That is according to the question. Let us see later on. Whenever it is required, we will make use of that 100. But that is according to question, it is given as 100. Okay, let me write it anyway, right? According to question, it is given as 100 meter. Now think little logically, sir. Same logic I will implement, but I will not write tan 30, tan 45, all those things in a sheet of paper and waste my time in the examination. Simple common sense approach. If I take the smaller triangle ABD, this is 45, this is 90, so this also should be 45. 45, 45, 90. The side ratio is 1:1:2. I hope the idea is clear. 1:1:2. That means if I take the side opposite to 45 as 1 unit, then the side opposite to another 45 should also be 1 unit. Yes, this is according to my assumption. Okay, that is okay, sir. This is according to my assumption. But according to my assumption, this is 1 unit. According to the question, it is given as 100 unit. 1 is becoming 100. Multiply by 100. This also multiply by 100. BD value directly you got it as 100. I don't even wrote anything. Directly within second you got BD value as 100. So BD value is 100. Okay, that is known for me. Next, move forward, sir. In bigger triangle, let me write the bigger triangle here if you are not clear. In bigger triangle, this angle is 30 degree. Angle C is 30. This is angle A, angle B is nothing but 90 degree. In bigger triangle, the side opposite to 30 degrees, it is nothing but 1 unit. If the side opposite to 30 is 1, then the side opposite to 60 will be √3 units, right? It should be √3. That means, can I say that if the side opposite to 30 is 1 unit, then the side opposite to 60 will be √3. But the side opposite to 30 is 100 unit. 1 should become 100. Multiply by 100. √3 also multiply by 100. That means the side opposite to 60 degrees in my bigger triangle should be 100 √3. Now this entire value is 100 √3, but this is what they are asking, the width of the river. From the entire 100 √3 subtract this 100. You will get the answer, same answer like my previous question, 100 into √3 minus 1. Where did I write it, sir? Did I write? You don't even have to write this diagram also, smaller diagram also. I am writing it for your understanding. That does not mean that you should also write it. With a diagram you can solve it. I don't want you to write in triangle ABD. Tan 45 is AB by BD, and then next step substitute tan 45 value as 1. All those things please eliminate, sir. That is a very what do you say, like lowest level of solving a problem, I can say. As you grow, your mindset should grow, your skill set should grow, and your salary should also grow. Simple and straight. Your salary will grow only when you update your skill set, else it will not grow. Please update your skill set to update your salary. And I am not talking only in terms of salary, whatever it might be. This method 1, which you think that it is the method which we are applying earlier, in all the time when you started solving heights and distance problems, you started applying method 1 because you had a mindset that that is the only method to be solved. No, Baba, there is a different method. Please start applying this beautiful method. You will start loving it. You will start enjoying, and you will start solving it little faster compared to what you were solving it earlier. I hope method 2 is very clear for you people. Please see my next question. Again a very beautiful question. Question number 7. Listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this very carefully. Your question is, from the top of a cliff. Okay. Let this aeroplane or jet sound go off, sir. I will start the question once again. Now please see your seventh question. Very, very beautiful question again. Your question is, from the top of a cliff 90-meter high, the angle of depression of the top and bottom of towers are observed to be 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. What is the height of the tower? Now see here, there is a tower. There is a tower. Let me draw the tower like this. The tower, I will name it as AB, right? AB is the tower. It is given in the question, from the top of a cliff 90-meter high, the entire height of this tower is 90 meter. From this top, the angles of depression to the top and bottom of towers are observed to be, okay, so this is the cliff, sir. From the top of a cliff 90-meter high, whatever AB which I have written right now, it is a cliff. From this cliff, there is a tower again, right? This is the tower what I am writing right now. I will name it as CD, right? This is the tower. Do not get confused. This is the tower. The angles of depression of the top of the tower and the bottom of the tower are observed to be 30, 60 respectively. That means from this horizontal line, this angle is nothing but 30 degrees, or in other words, this angle is nothing but 30 degrees. Similarly, from the same horizontal line towards the bottom of the tower, this angle is nothing but 60 degrees, or this particular angle is nothing but 60 degrees. Now, height of the cliff AB is given as 90 meters. What is the height of the tower? CD value is what we are interested in finding. We are interested in finding the value of CD. Now see here, sir. Let us solve it by using two methods once again. Whichever the method you are comfortable, please carry forward that method for your examination. Now, there are two triangles. First of all, angle B is 90 degrees. The bigger triangle is triangle ABD. The smaller triangle is, which is the other triangle, sir? Triangle. If I name this point as point E, for triangle AEC is another smaller triangle. If I take bigger triangle, in triangle ABD, so triangle ABD means angle is 60 degrees. So tan 60 is nothing but opposite is nothing but AB, adjacent is nothing but BD, right? Tan 60 value is root 3, AB value is 90 meters, BD value I don't know. Let me call the value of BD as a small letter x like your textbook methods. So I can say that x value is nothing but 90 divided by root 3, but I don't want a third to be in the denominator. Multiply and divide by root 3, so this becomes 90 divided by root 3 into root 3 is 3, 90 by 3 is 30, so x value is 30 root 3. That means after so much of calculations, we got BD value to be 30 root 3. Okay, I got it. Next, if I use a different color ink and solve the other triangle, the other triangle is this triangle AEC. In the smaller triangle AEC, in smaller triangle ACE or AEC, whatever, angle is 30 degrees. So tan 30 degrees is nothing but opposite is AE, adjacent is CE. So if I simplify, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AE value I don't know. I don't know the value of AE. CE value is nothing but equal to x value, which is nothing but BD. CE and BD both are same. So x is 30 by root 3. Okay, AE first of all I don't know. AE is AE itself. CE is nothing but BD, which is 30 root 3, right? Which is 30 root 3. Root 3 will cancel with root 3. That means AE value is 30. That means, can I say that from the entire side to be 90 units, from this entire 90 units, this value happened to be 30 units. AE happened to be 30. That means EB should be remaining 60 units. And that EB is absolutely same as CD. CD is nothing but the height of the tower. EB and CD both are same. So CD value also happens to be 60 units. Answer for this question is 60 meters is the height of the tower. Now this is by taking two different triangles individually and keep solving step by step to arrive at the conclusive answer. Now this is your method 1. which you can implement, which is a textbook method. Method 2, let me solve the same question, same diagram, let me write it once again and solve it in ANC way of solving. One more time I would like to write the diagram, sir. What is required in the diagram only I will write it, remaining things let me eliminate it. Now this angle, it is okay, this is the tower, right? This is the tower, CD is the tower, correct, right? CD is the tower. There is, if I draw a horizontal line here, now this angle is nothing but it is given in the question as 30 degrees. This is A, this is E, this is B, and this angle is given in the question as how much? 60 degrees. Now these are all the things which is given. Angle B by default is 90, angle E by default is 90, and other thing which is given is AB value is given in the question as 90 meters. The height of the cliff is given as 90 meters. Okay, let me do the way it has to be solved right now by A and C method. Everyone please pay attention here, sir. Can I say that you take any triangle for that matter, smaller or bigger initially, whichever you like, any triangle you take. If I take this smaller triangle AEC, opposite to 30, it is 1 unit. I will assume it as 1 unit. Opposite to 30, if I take it as 1 unit, if this is 30, this is 90, this entire angle should be 60 degrees. Opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit, opposite to 60 will be root 3 unit. That means EC value is root 3 according to my assumption, right? According to my assumption. Now similarly, if I take another triangle which is bigger triangle ABD, so ABD means this is 30 units, right? This is 30 units. EC is 30 from my previous explanation. EC and BD both are same, right? This also will happen to be 30. Then now if I take the bigger triangle ABD, in the bigger triangle ABD, opposite to 30, it should be 1. So 30, 60, 90, let me write it for your better explanation here. 30, 60, 90, the ratio is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Opposite to 30, it should be 1. But opposite to 30 is already named here as root 3. That means 1 should become root 3, multiply by root 3. So opposite to 60 should be root 3 actually. That also multiply by root 3. Root 3 into root 3 should be 3. That means opposite to 60, this entire thing should give me 3 units. This entire thing should give me 3 units. But according to the ratio, it is 3 units. According to the question, it is how much? 90 units. 3 should become 90. 3 into which number is 90? 3 into 30 is 90. 1 also multiply by 30. So 1 into 30 is 30. That means this entire thing is 30. This entire thing is from A to B, it is 90. Or in simple language, sir, this A to B according to ratio is 3. A to E according to ratio is 1. E to B according to ratio should be 2, right? The 2 also multiply by 30. Answer is how much? 60. In diagram itself, you can scribble everything, sir. Easiest way of solving question. And I am damn sure that you are able to understand this logic. And I am even damn sure that you are able to love this logic compared to what you were solving earlier by using method 1. Sorry. Just give me a minute, sir. Just 1 minute of time. Hello. ಹೌದು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಬನ್ನಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾನು 2:15 ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಇದೆ. ವೋಟರ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಬೇಕಾ, ಆಧಾರ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಆಧಾರ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸರಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ Hello sir, let us come back to the class. Now again a very beautiful question, question number 8. Please see this question sir, it's a very beautiful question sir. Let us solve this question. Please see the question. Your question is: a car traveling on a straight road leading to a tower. There is a car. There is a car here. This is traveling on a straight road leading to a tower. There is a tower. I will name that tower as AB. I will name that tower as AB. Now, a car is leading towards the tower. That is the meaning of it. That means it is traveling in this direction, coming towards the tower. Okay. From a point at a distance of 500 meter from the tower. From a point at a distance of 500 meter from the tower, as seen by the driver, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. That means, can I say that from a point, there is a point here, right? There is a point here. From a point 500 meter from the tower, that means this entire value is nothing but 500 meters. This entire value is 500 meter as seen by the driver. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower, this is the top of the tower, is 30 degrees. Okay, this angle is given as 30 degrees. Okay, that point also is clear for me. Move for the next statement. After driving towards the tower for 10 seconds, that means the car kept on coming like this. After driving towards the tower for 10 seconds, this travel distance is time is 10 seconds. I will name this point as point T. Angle of elevation of the top of the tower as seen by the driver is found to be 60 degrees from A and D. This angle happens to be 60 degrees. Find the speed of the car is the question. What is the speed of the car is the question. Nothing else is given sir. Is there any other information which is given in the question? No, no other information is given. Now what we will do is, this angle B is 90 degrees. I will rewrite the same diagram in my next screen, because the question itself is occupying so much of space in the screen. I don't have much space to write the diagram and explain you the concept. I will rewrite the same diagram in the next screen. That means the diagram is like this. This triangle is nothing but triangle A, B and C, right? Triangle A, B, C. This point is D. This entire BC value according to the question is 500, and this angle ADB is how much sir? It is 60 degrees. ACB is nothing but 30 degrees. Is there anything sir? No, exactly. Okay, DC, from C to D, the time taken to travel is 10 seconds, right? This angle by default is 90 degrees anyway. Now this is what I have from the question. Now what is the question? Speed of the car is what you need to find. Distance traveled by the car divided by time taken by the car. Speed is defined as, speed is nothing but distance by time. So distance traveled by the car is what I need to find. Total time taken is what I need to find. Now see here, time is anyway given in the question as 10 seconds. We will make use of it later. Now see here sir, same logic I would like to implement here also. There is no change in the approach, or there is no change in the logic, whatever I want to implement in the previous question to this question. Exactly similarly, whatever I have solved in my previous question, I would like to do it in this particular question also. Now see here sir, if I take the smaller triangle is ABD. This is 90, this is 60. So this should be 30 degrees. Opposite to 30, if I assume the value as 1 unit, opposite to 60 will become √3 unit. This is from the smaller triangle. Similarly, from the bigger triangle, let me use a different color for a bigger triangle. For a bigger triangle ABC, opposite to 30. So first of all, it is 30, 60, 90 case itself for a bigger triangle also in this particular problem. Opposite to 30 degrees. it is 1 unit. First of all, it is 1 is to root 3 is to 2 is the general ratio, but according to the ratio it is 1. According to question it is already given, or according to question I have already written there as root 3. So convert 1 into root 3. 1 is becoming root 3, multiply by root 3. Root 3 also multiply by root 3. That means opposite to A, which is 60 degrees, it should be root 3 units, right? It should be 3 units. That means this entire BC value should be 3 units according to ratio. According to ratio, BC should be 3 units. But according to the question, BC is given as 500 units. 3 should become 500. 3 should become 500. Multiply. 3 should become 500. Multiply by how much? 500 by 3. 3 should become 500. Multiply by 500 by 3. That means, can I say that this root 3 also should be multiplied by 500 by 3, and this 1 also should be multiplied by 500 by 3. I hope you are understanding the logic with this particular explanation, sir. Right? 1 also should be multiplied. Now, 500 by 3 into root 3 is nothing but equal to 500 by root 3, right? Both are absolutely same. Now what is that they are asking you, sir? They are asking you in the question, find the speed at which the car is traveling. Now think little logically. This entire distance is 500. BC, okay, let me write in a different color here. Distance CD is what I need to find, right? Anyway, time is known, so speed can be easily calculated. So BC is nothing but BD plus DC, right? But DC I require, it is BC minus BD. So BC entire value is 500. BD is nothing but 500 by 3. That means this is nothing but 1500 minus 500, which is nothing but 1000 by 3. So DC is nothing but 1000 by 3. Now I know the distance between D and C, it is 1000 by 3. But think little logically, it is given in terms of seconds. This is given in terms of seconds, 10 seconds, right? But options are given, and all the distance are given in terms of meters. That means speed is nothing but distance by time. Distance is nothing but 1000 by 3 divided by time is 10 seconds. This 0 cancels. 100 by 3 meters per second is the speed. But the options are not given in terms of meters per second. Options are given in terms of kilometers per hour. Whenever you want to convert meters per second into kilometers per hour, simple thing is multiply by 18 by 5. So this will eventually become 3 into 1, 3 into 6, 5 into 1, 5 into 20. 20 into 6 is 120 kilometers per hour. Very, very easy and logical way of solving, sir. You don't need to write all these things every time. Sir, why are you writing all these things every time? I am writing for your understanding. That does not mean that you should also write it simple. See, ratio of 1:2 means it can also be 2:4, right? Similarly, ratio of 1:root 3 means it can also be root 3:3. Both are absolutely same. 1:root 3 is the ratio according to my assumption. But according to question here, there is already root 3. 1 should become root 3 multiply by root 3. Root 3 also multiply by root 3. These are all something which I am writing for you to understand. So for you, there is no need to write with practice. If you have practiced good number of questions, there is absolutely no need to write for you people and waste your time in the examination. Very, very easily you can solve all these questions, sir. I hope the idea is clear. I hope the idea should be very, very clear for each and every student who is watching this video. Question number 9. Again, this is a very good question. Let us solve this question in the most easiest way possible. Question number 9 is, two towers A and B have length 45 meters and 15 meters respectively. That means, can I say that there is a tower. This tower is nothing but tower A. I will name this tower as AD. Another tower there is called as tower B. I will name this tower as BC, right? This is first tower is length. The length of first tower according to question is 45 meters. The length of first tower according to the question is 15 meters. Second tower according to the question is 15 meters. The angle of elevation from the bottom of tower B, this is the bottom of tower B, to the top of tower A is 60 degrees. This angle is nothing but 60 degrees with respect to x-axis. Okay, I got that point. If the angle of elevation from the bottom of tower A, this is the bottom of tower A, to the top of tower B, to the top of tower B, this angle of elevation, if it is theta, then find the value of sine theta. Sine theta value is what they are asking you in the question. Now, again, a very simple way of solving, sir. Can I say that this entire value is 90 degrees? Out of that, this is 60. Now, there are two triangles. One triangle is ACB, another triangle is ABD. You take any triangle of your choice. If I take the bigger triangle, sir, why are you taking bigger triangle in this case? Because bigger triangle, one of the angle is known. In the smaller triangle, I don't know this angle, so I don't want to work with unknown initially itself. Bigger triangle 60 is known. If this is 60, if this is 90, so this should be 30 degrees. Opposite to 30 degree, I will assume it as 1 unit. If this becomes 1 unit, then opposite to 60 will become root 3 units. This is root 3 according to my assumption. According to my assumption, AD is root 3. According to my assumption, AD is root 3. But according to the question, AD is 45. Root 3 should become 45. Root 3 into which number is 45? First of all, 3 into which number is 45? 3 into 15 is 45. But it is 15 root 3. But root 3 should become 3. Multiply by root 3. 15 into root 3 is 3. 15 into 3 is 45 only, right? This one also should be multiplied by 15 root 3. I hope you are understanding, sir. So, AB value as of now is 15 root 3. Now, come to the other way. Come to the other thing. Can I say that if I come to the other smaller triangle is ACB. Now, this value opposite to theta, I don't know what is theta, then only I can find sine theta easily. Opposite to theta is 15 according to the question. So assume it as 30 degrees. I am just assuming the theta to be 30 degrees, right? If I assume the value as 30 degrees, if this is 30, this is 90, so this should be 60 degrees. Think again logically, sir. Opposite to 30, I'll assume it as 1. Opposite to 60 then becomes root 3, right? Then becomes root 3. But according to the value which is already present, it is not root 3. It should be 15 root 3. Root 3 should become 15 root 3. Multiply by 15. 1 also multiply by 15. Yes, 1 into 15 is 15. Because my value is becoming right of my, because of my assumption of 30. My assumption of 30 is also right. Theta value is 30 degrees. Sin theta is what they are asking you in the question. Sin 30 is half. Very easy, sir. This method should be the superb method you can ever listen and ever practice, sir. This is the method. Sir, how can you just assume theta to be 30 like that? Think little logically one more time. If I think like this, theta, sin theta values are the answer options. That means sin theta is 1 by root 2. So theta should be 45. That is one of the case. Yes, that is one of the case. Sin theta is 1 by 2. So theta should be 30. Sin theta is root 3 by 2. Theta should be 60. Sin theta is 2 by root 3. So theta is something else. So that means I can say that either theta should be assumed as 45 or 30 or 60. I just took it as 30. Sir, how will you come to know that you should not take 45 and what is that 60? I cannot take 45. Why I cannot take 45 means if this is 45 degrees, the side opposite to this is 15. The side opposite to this also should be 15, but here it is already written as 15 root 3. They both are not same. So 45 is ruled out. The other angle you can take it as 60 and you can check it out, sir. If it is giving you different value, then 60 is incorrect. Mark 30. Simple. Any way you do it, you are the smartest person if you use this method. As simple as it can be. Please see my question number 10. Very good question again. Question number 10. Your question number 10 is, a kite is flying at a height of 75 meters from the ground. There is a ground. The ground is nothing but BC. A kite is flying at a height of 75 meters from the ground. This is A. This according to the question, this is 75 meters, right? According to question, height is 75 meters. Next, the string makes an angle of theta. The string makes an angle of theta with the level ground. Yes, this angle is theta and this angle is 90, and cot theta value is given as 8 by 15. If cot theta is 8 by 15, tan theta is 15 by 8. Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. That means opposite to theta, it is 15. Adjacent to theta, it is 8. And then hypotenuse is, how much should be hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is nothing but square root of 15 square plus 8 square. So it is 289 square root. Hypotenuse should be 17. Hypotenuse is this, sir. H does not represent height here. H represents hypotenuse is what I have written. This H represents height. So this value is 17. Now, according to my assumption, AB value is 15. But according to question, AB value is 75. 15 into 5 is 75. 8 also multiply by 5. BC is 40. What is the question? Assuming that there is no stack, that roll is not there in the string, the length of the string is nothing but AC. According to my assumption, AC is 17. According to question, it is 17 into 5. Answer is 85. How beautiful, how simple it can be.